Here is scenario 2. I count it in a different way. And the dates that I'm going to referencing here are related to Jesus' crucifixion and Christmas, not the actual Enoch dates right now, okay? So let's go. Matthew 1:37 to 39, King James Version. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. As the days of Noah were, and the true origins of Halloween actually is related to how they celebrate the FAs who were drowned during the flood. Now let's take a look at the updated calendar. I just updated it last night, and I've added a couple of stars, which is the possibility of rapture and God's wrath. So we're approaching the middle of October, and the 10th of the second month, which is the 10th of the 8th month, will be this coming weekend. The 10th day of the month is on the 16th, this coming Saturday. And of course, 1 or 2 days off. We will start looking at the 14th to the 17th. And it happens that on the 14th, the sun longitude is 201 degree. And then you can tell why it's 201. And 201 drop to 0 is 21. Again, it's related to 21 and 2012 and 2021. And then also related to Back to the Future. Remember, they have the clock set to 21 and then 22 and then 23 and 24. So we have 14 to 1, 15 202, 16 203, and 17 204. So high watch times for rapture, then God's wrath. And notice that the sky's alignments, tomorrow the 11th, 12th, and 13th are high watch time for the island to break in half and drop. Just expect I have issue recording and making videos because we are closing to the day of rapture, and the FA stay really desperate to give me a hard time in every angle. Okay, so the alignments in the skies and iPad G coincide with Unknown Eagle, that YouTube channel predictions about the high magnitude of earthquakes, and then La Palma Island sink into the ocean, then triggers a tsunami that we're waiting for. Again, so there will be a big event happen first, then the rapture. So the big event is the high magnitude earthquake, one or two, more than one, tsunami, volcano eruptions worldwide, including Yellowstone is forming earthquakes right now. So if it's true, the 10th day of this month, then the high magnitude earthquakes should be on Monday, Tuesday, into Tuesday, then tsunami is on the 13th. So we are on high alert starting again tonight before midnight, because his prediction is actually every single thing that he predicts is coincide with my analogy according to the iPad G and the sky alignments and according to the scripture. Okay, here Venus entering into Hercules yesterday on the 9th, and that's why the eruptions is getting intense and also worldwide earthquakes. At the same time, Moon and Venus are close to each other yesterday in let's see, in Scorpius. Okay, when there's some writings on the wall starting to show. Okay, let's take a look at the alignments in the sky. The alignments in the sky today, you can see Mars, Sun, Aphrodite, and Spica. They are kind of forming one line, and Aphrodite is right next to Spica, and Sun and Mars right next to each other. In this alignments, you can show actually Irene, that asteroid belt, the Soho, the comet 342P as well in the picture, and Venus on the left hand side. So you can see, and the Vista is another asteroid belt. So that's why we are experiencing fireballs and falling down from the skies. And all the activities trigger the earthquakes intensity and volcanoes, eruption intensity, etc. And here Venus and Moon in Moon is getting close to the center of the Golden Gate, and then Venus is actually approaching to Ophiuchus today, and tomorrow is 12 o'clock, October 11th. Time is up, and could be the most expecting earthquake will trigger La Palma. Also could be Yellowstone and the San Francisco Bay Area as well. Here are the sky alignments, and the Moon on the far left is in the Golden Gate, and then Venus is still traveling through Scorpius, and then you can see Soho, the comet 342P. Irene is getting close to the Sun and Mars. On the 12 o'clock, again, you can see in the scene the flags flying sky high with the tsunami approaching, the other half still attached to the pole. And then you can see the writings on the wall and also on the ground. Here's are the alignments, and you can see Venus on the far left approaching Ophiuchus, probably entering into soon. Vista, the foot of Big Virgo, and Soho comet 342P. Irene and Sun and Mars and Mercury, they are very close proximity of each other. The 13 continuous flying half flag flying into the sky, where the tsunami waves are getting bigger, and then this is the trigger of the rupture, could be the tsunami. Here are the alignments. Let's see, Jupiter, Saturn, and Moon forming a triangle. in Capricornus, and let's see the next. The 14th, remember Sun longitude 201 degree, and it could be the 10th day of the month if my the ELA calendar is one day different. Then we can see one tower on the far right, and the alignments in the skies, Jupiter on the left, Moon in the middle, and then Saturn on the right. Exactly I think it's a perfect triangle, inverted triangle in Capricornus. Then here you can see this asteroid belt called Dragoscope in Aries on the 15th, the 10th day of the month. And you can see these two towers probably being attacked, and tsunami waves right next to it with a midnight time. Sky alignments, Saturn on the right, Jupiter in the middle, Moon on the left, and forming a triangle. Then Mars on the right, Sun in the middle, Spica on the left, and Aphrodite on the left as well, forming a triangle, perfect triangle with Spica, and then with Aphrodite, and Irene and Soho Comet 342P form a perfect triangle with the Sun. You can see the Sun is being enveloped by the asteroid belt comet Mars Spica in these days. Okay, so here lights out, smoke coming from the towers being attacked, and so expect that is the D-Day. Alignments in the skies, Saturn on the right, Jupiter in the middle, and Moon on the left. Neptune excuse me, on the far left. The 17th, Sunday, the towers continues to collapse. Let's see what's in store in the sky. Here's the alignments in the skies. Saturn on the far right, then Jupiter and Neptune are in the middle, and Moon on the left-hand side. Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune forming one line. 18th, 811, collapse of those two towers, and the tsunami wave getting really bigger than before. Alignments in the skies, Neptune on the far right, then the Moon in the middle, and Uranus on the left-hand side, forming a triangle. Let's see, in Pisces, 1019, 9 and then 2 ones. The tower is almost gone. The Sun, Comet Soho 342P, and Mars entering into Pleiades right next to each other. And then on the right hand side, Mercury, and on the left hand side is Vesta, the asteroid belt in Libra. So the Mars aligned with Spica, then right next to the Soho Comet 342P, and then a little bit on the left, the Sun aligned with Aphrodite, the asteroid belt, and then actually Sun and the comet and Mars almost form one line. The Moon is in the middle again, Neptune and Uranus on either side, forming a triangle in Pisces. The 20th, the blue little man dancing on a cliff, and the two towers completely collapse. When a little blue man shows up on the cliff dancing around is a full moon. The alignments in the sky, Neptune, then the moon travel closer to Uranus in Pisces. The 20th, the Sun and Soho comet 342P right next to each other. The 21st is the Blue Man. He jumps into the sea. The sky's alignment entering into Ophiuchus on the 21st, approaching the Golden Gate. Then Sun and the comet next to each other, and then below them is the Aphrodite, the asteroid belt. Above them is a ring, so it's like they forming one vertical line. Uranus and Moon align with each other on the left-hand side, and then Neptune still on the right-hand side in Pisces. The 22nd, we see the boat, the head of the boat, Egyptian style. Then we have a glimpse of the legs of AC arriving on the boat. The 23rd, since he's arriving, and let's take a look of the sky's alignments. Let's see. So the comet Soho 342P further away from the sun. The 24th, and we can see the legs of the AC alignments in the sky. Mars on the right hand side, Sun, then the comet Soho 342P, then Vista on the far left, and in the Virgo feet. In the close-up, you can see Aphrodite and Irene enclose the Sun. Actually, the Sun is in the middle, Mars on the right-hand side of the Sun, comet is on the left-hand side, Irene on top of the Sun, and then Aphrodite below the Sun.